I'm an English teacher. My real life story. What did you do with the letters that were sent to you in childhood? I corrected mistakes, assessed, and sent them back. And whenever possible, I forced my brothers and sisters to write dictations. No one, including me, doubted that I would become a teacher of the Russian language. But how did I become an English teacher? At school, I studied German, but in the 11th grade, in the English language group, the teacher was changed, and all my classmates fell in love with that subject. I got curious and asked to attend one lesson, and that lesson turned my life upside down. During the whole lesson, we traveled around London, looked for hidden clues in the classroom, wrote a letter to the Queen Elizabeth II. From that day on, every time I ran away from a German to English, and the teacher Kairat Rulkhanovich became for me the personification of the ideal teacher. So, the choice of my future profession was determined. I fell in love with English so much that when I entered the university, I was one of the best students. After graduating from university with honors, I firmly believe that my place was in school. I'm an English teacher! I know how to teach and I'm ready for everything, I thought. But as soon as I crossed the threshold of my native school as a teacher, all my self-confidence disappeared somewhere. There were many adventures ahead of me. The students reacted with distrust to the young teacher and gave me real tests. They tested my knowledge, put me in awkward situations, tested me for stress resistance. But I remember my English teacher tried to turn every lesson into a masterpiece. The knowledge of the university was not enough, and I took up self-education. It gave result, and after a while, the students accepted me and began to attend my lessons with pleasure. But the students also taught me a lesson. I realized that I shouldn't overestimate myself, and the main thing is not to stop learning. Live and learn. This statement has become the motto of my life. 17 years have passed since then. I am no longer a young specialist, but I still study and study. Study myself, study from my colleagues, from my students. They make me move forward, search, invent, thrive, improve, work on result. It's great to be an English teacher. After all, I not only teach children grammar, I make them cram irregular verbs. No, I'm not only English teacher. I am a translator, a guide, and a friend. Together with the students, we travel through the streets of London, looking at the sights and culture of Great Britain. Here we are in the London House Museum of the legendary detective Sherlock Holmes. And here we are looking with curiosity at the Tower Bridge over the Thames. Thus, children who do not have the opportunity to visit abroad can feel like tourists at least for a while. And it makes me happy, because at such moments they consider me a real English woman. The lesson is over, I say to the children, but every time I know that my lesson will go on forever, with the hope that one of my students like me once will find his mission in teaching. And my school adventures continue.